First of all, congrats, Final Four. Woo!
Thank you.
Woo! Pretty awesome. So you guys, like, I feel like you've really, like, you know, the judges have said you've come into your own, you've figured out your harmonies, now you're killing it. I mean, your songs were incredible last week. So are you just like, what is your feeling right now of being here?
You know,
position?
this is crazy. I never dreamed that we would be in the top 4. And it's just unbelievable that we've made it so far in this competition, and we're so blessed.
Now that we're in top 4, it feels like we've gone through so much, and now we just are getting a real chance to show people, you know, who we want to be. You know, the songs we're doing this week are like really cool and representative of like the music we want to put out, and last week too. So it's cool. The further you get in the competition, the more you get a show of yourself.
So we're all super stoked just to get to the Final Four. Anything that happens from here on out has been a blessing, and no matter who goes home, it's, you know, what more could we expect? It's the top 4 out of everybody. So we're super happy.
You know, when I came back this year, it was the goal was to win, but you know, that's just something you put off until, you know, and now we're here and it's actually attainable, which is just crazy.
First of all, we were just talking about the fact that you were #1 on iTunes for Say Something, which is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What did you freaked out? I know your tweets where you were like, like, what am I doing?
Yeah, that's pretty much me. I don't know. I didn't know what to think. It didn't seem real. Like, I thought when we first saw it, I didn't see it on iTunes. Someone tweeted it to us. I was like, they photoshopped that. Like, that's not real. And then we opened it and
we had to check for ourselves.
Yeah.
And then she lost all dexterity in her fingers, and that's why the tweets were so jumbled up.
In the iTunes chart for the country. Was it #1 for country?
#1 on the country.
That's amazing.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, to be among the people who we were in the top 10 with, I mean, it was just incredible.
Yeah, like right next to Luke Bryan. That's just weird.
Like, how do you actually, I mean, your arrangements every week, it's just something so unique. Like, do you guys come up with it yourself? Do you have input on it, or how does that whole process work?
It depends on the week. Like for I Knew You Were Trouble, that was
one of my favorites also.
Thank you. That was 100% our arrangement. I mean, obviously, we didn't come up with all the horn parts and all the string parts, but we gave them that arrangement, and we'd actually come up with it about 6 or 7 months ago when she saw The Great Gatsby. But each week is different. Like, for Best Song Ever, our producer is actually the guy that wrote that song. So
and he brought out his guitar and was like, you should do it
like
like
this.
this.
Do it this version. So we're like, all right. But each week it's a collaboration, you know, between us and the producers and Simon, and we definitely have a say in how each of the songs end up coming out. So it's a lot of fun.
You know, this week, I know America voted for what song you're singing. So you're singing Justin Bieber, I hear?
Oh, I know. Well,
kind of awesome.
I put, so as far as the choices, we had put a Romeo Santos featuring Usher song called Promise. Then there was a Mark Anthony song, and then there was Justin Bieber. So we wanted to put like 3 completely different songs to see what America would actually go for. And we were actually expecting for them to go after the Romeo Santos featuring Usher song, and then they picked Bieber. So I'm like, you know what? It's different, but it's going to be fun.
This week, I'm doing a Hallelujah, which I did for my audition last year. And I
Love that song, by the way.
I feel like I've been trying to live up to that ever since. I've had some really good weeks and performances, but that one to me was like the ultimate. And it was the first thing I ever did on X Factor last year. So it's all going to come full circle and hopefully get me to the finale.
We're singing That's My Kind of Night by Luke Bryan. So it is one of our favorite songs.
It's going to be a really cool performance.
Yeah.
Any like hints of how?
Let's just say we're going to interact a lot.
With the crowd.
Interesting.
They picked Little Talk by Of Monsters and Men, so we're excited.
I love that. Wait, I need to understand how you're going to rearrange this, or can you not give us any hints at all?
We're still working on it.
Really?
Usually we don't get
this close.
Usually we don't get the final track until like Wednesday morning.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's how most weeks go.
Kelly has been, awesome, just mentoring you, I'm sure. Was there any like amazing advice that she's given you along the way?
She has given me so much advice along the way. It's like there's so much I couldn't even go into it. But she's always spot on. She never says things like just to say them. There's always a reason for what she's saying. So I always take everything she says very seriously, and I'm just trying to soak up as much knowledge as I can from her right now, because she's a superstar and she's done it all, and she really knows what she's doing.
What's been some advice from Simon, your mentor?
Stay humble. Stay true to yourself.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I think at this point, it's about not doing what other people want you to do. Do what you want to do as an artist. And by this point in the competition, people know you, and if they agree with what you're singing, like who you want to be, they'll vote for you. So don't try to be anything else.
You know, what kind of advice has Paulina been giving you? Because I know the nice thing is that she, I feel like, really relates to you and your background and everything.
She just tells me to keep fighting. That that the underdog's always on top, and I've been the underdog since the beginning of this competition. Nobody ever really thought that I would get this far, but hard work pays off, and I've never taken a day off ever since I've came here, and I've just wanted to show the judges and show America that that this means the world to me, and that I'm willing to fight as long and as hard as I need to just to earn my spot.
How did you guys meet? 'Cause I know you're both from Florida, but different places, right?
We met on the beach.
Of course, they met on the beach.
Playing guitar.
This is the story of like the fairy tale everybody wants right now.
I was playing guitar in the back of my truck, and
Is this seriously true?
It really was.
Yeah.
And he was playing I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. He really was. And I walked by and with my group of friends. And we knew one of his friends that was there, so it wasn't totally like random. But we were walking by and I saw him and I was like, I call dibs, that's mine. I like him.
'Cause I know you guys were just at Jingle Ball, right? I'm sure you met.
Actually, it's
A list?
weird. I was like, when I come out here, I mean, I'm from West Virginia. I don't think anyone's ever come to West Virginia. I mean, no one ever does. So I was like, I want to kind of keep a list. I mean, I know eventually I'm not going to be able to keep a list, but I think as of right now, like,
Eventually, I mean, people will have to keep a list of meeting you guys eventually.
that would be cool. But no, I mean, like, so I've kept kind of like a list of all the people who I've met.
I've talked about your son because he's like the cutest kid on the face of the earth. I wish he was here right now. So is he just like, does he realize how far you are right now? Like, is he comprehending the whole thing?
I mean, it's a different world where we live, and it's like this is just like something that comes on once a week, and he gets to see me, and that's about it. I think he understands a little bit what it's all about, but he'll understand more afterwards.
What would you describe a day in the life of Carlito at the X Factor?
Oh man, no sleep at all. You guys like sleep? Forget about it. That's gone out of the equation. No sleep.
Sleepwalking right now as we speak.
Definitely, I'm dreaming right now as I'm talking. Like 12-hour rehearsal days, song changes continuously. My songs are continuously being changed all the time.
What is a day in the life of Restless Road like at the X Factor?
I think we're all pretty hard to control. We just have to control each other and make sure, because sometimes like Colton will be going crazy and me and Zach have to bring him down, and then I'll be going crazy and they have to bring me down.
Like, we met Dwight Howard, and I think that was the greatest experience of my life, just because we got to watch Zach
I love
freak
basketball.
out.
Wait, I feel you on that one.
Like, come on, one of the best players in the league, and he was just eating at this Korean barbecue place, and I was just like, hey, great to meet ya. I'm Zach.
Hey Dwight, I'm Zach. Hey.
Vote.